Okay, so PR status. Are we saying the ones with the best PR is number one?
The
or
best
the
continuous
worst
public representation.
Okay.
Public.
Let's
public
approach this.
relations,
Let's just
yeah.
approach this like we are the PR manager.
I would say-
Which one is the most
First one that jumps
able
out.
to advertise to the public with a good image?
I would say the first one that jumps out, Mr. Tapatio. We don't even know his first name. He's so under the radar.
He also hasn't had as many scandals as some of these other ones. I mean, Aunt Jemima, canceled. Green M&M, canceled.
Okay,
Stay
true.
Puft Marshmallow Man, tried to destroy the city, canceled.
True.
Kool-Aid
Very
Man,
Okay.
property damage, canceled.
Jonestown. Yeah.
I think
Jonestown.
I think the Tapatio man is alive because he's actually a representation of his own culture in some regard, whereas Land O'Lakes, like, what the fuck is going on there?
Ooh. That's a tough one. That's a
A
tough
little bit of a what makes the red man red situation, you know?
It's interesting, man. I don't think it's butter.
Okay,
I don't think of, butter when there's no correlation in my head there between,
That's true. I actually looked it up before the show, and the creators of Tapatio said that guy is just meant to be like a sort of a, not stereotype, but just like a idealized version of somebody from Guadalajara, Mexico. So,
Okay, yeah, see.
So I mean, but it was right. So
yeah.
just looking it up, Mr. Tapatio. Tapatio was founded in 1971 by Jose Luis Saavedra. 93. Oh wow, he's still alive, dude. Wow,
Nice.
a man who was born in Mexico City and was living in Maywood, California. Blah 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 blah. He made his own hot sauce in the 60s while working as an aerospace manufacturer. All right, that's kind of.
Oh,
so
my
wait, okay,
goodness.
so the PR is so good from Tapatio that we don't know that he was actually working with the Nazi scientists in NASA.
That's crazy.
We don't know that Mr. Tapatio was involved in Operation Paperclip.
Can I just say real quick though,
Hey,
on
Mr.
that Google
Tapatio.
image, look at how nice he looks in that tux
He
though on that
does.
50th anniversary.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's pretty good for PR.
Swag.
oh, wow. Look
He's
at him go.
he's looking quite dashing there.
That's
Blue
on
eyes,
some
huh?
Modelo Negro type.
I would say that gives him a 2.5 backtracking on the Rule 34, but
2.5. Yeah.
let's keep it rolling.
Hey, Mr. Peanut's got a 2.5.
At best.
PR status, I would say
What about
It's
Hamburger
either-
Helper?
Hamburger Helper has never really gone astray. There's never been any
He's
controversy.
pretty squeaky clean. I mean, look at that guy.
That's true.
I don't know. The internet has uncovered his anatomy, though, and his dark secrets,
True.
And again,
True.
being that good at alchemy, like we said he was before, that does not come without an extreme amount of unethical scientific practice that happens. These alchemists,
True.
they're out of control.
Damn.
They think that the merchant class is just, or the peasant class is just their cannon fodder, and it's not okay.
You know what?
Yeah, you got to combine a few little girls with dogs every once in a while to make sure you got the formula right. You know what I'm saying?
Full metal alchemist.
Yeah.
And I mean, Chester the Cheetah, I mean, every rock star is a junkie. Let's be honest. You
Yeah,
know,
that's not
everyone
hard.
jumps into drug problems publicly here and there, and I don't. It's nothing they can't get over.
Well,
That's a
and
few.
all
The
Dude.
most recent appearances of Chester Cheetah have certainly leaned into the stoner, surreal kind of side of things
True.
too. So
I
he's
feel like the
embraced his
culture's
identity.
getting nicer towards
He's
his
changed
behavior.
lanes. He's
Yeah.
changed lanes a little bit to try and avoid some of the negative press he was getting about the allegations, which I think, frankly, are bullshit. I think he didn't do anything, man. But that's just me. But people are divided.
So anybody here with a clean slate? Can we think of? I'm thinking
None of them.
Well, I'm definitely not Kool-Aid Man. Kool-Aid Man's got it. Honestly, I would vote Kool-Aid Man as number 10, involving like the most deaths involving a product.
Well,
Stay Puft though.
Stay Puft destroyed a city.
Literally
True.
killed people.
Yeah,
True.
that's
But you know what? People probably started eating more Stay Puft marshmallows after the release of Ghostbusters. So.
that's
right.
lit.
That's and isn't that fucked up? That's just the society we live in. We can show you on the big screen that this is what's gonna happen if you lit Stay Puft into your life, and we just keep fucking eating it up.
Right. But I mean, hey,
stop.
what about drink the Kool-Aid?
Right.
Yeah,
Drink
that's what
Kool-Aid
I was saying a second
incident.
ago.
Yeah, that's
Right,
pretty
we
negative.
we mentioned that earlier, and I think now is the time to talk about
what
that.
about Aunt Jemima's dark connection to racial stereotypes?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
And that's that. I would
Little
place
bit.
that.
I'll
There
say
we
that's
go.
number 10 because they just
Right.
canceled her ass. She's gone.
Well, I mean, there's
True.
also Mr. Peanut and the whole concept
also
of how
canceled
peanuts
him.
are grown. You know what I mean?
What about?
Peanuts. You know how peanuts are grown?
What about him now?
They come out of the ground. right? And usually someone's pulling peanuts out of the ground.
Right.
So,
Usually they're not paid to.
and Mr. Peanut is a pretty old brand.
Oh.
It's a pretty old brand, if you know what I mean.
Well, same with Mars though too. Mars, the whole fucking there's a theory that the whole M&M scandal was to cover up the fact that they were being sued over child labor laws.
Yikes! Yeah, the Mars company.
Wow.
Is quite
Yeah.
Yeah.
nuts.
So,
well, okay, but the oldest one is Aunt Jemima, because Aunt Jemima. Well, at least the original character of Aunt Jemima is not. It's not a real person. It's based on a fucking minstrel show, which is like a blackface show where it's like is a white
Very
dude,
yikes.
a white dude playing like Aunt Jemima is like the stereotypical character of like. Kind of like the helper. She's kind of a. She's kind of a.
We know.
She's kind of like in a way that Hamburger Helper is a helper of hamburgers, and Jemima is a helper of white slave owners' children.
You proud of yourself for that one?
No, but I'm just telling the history of the way that it is. So, but the fact is, it took a long time for that empire to crumble. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: in the United States, Aunt Jemima is now known as Pearl Milling Company, which fuck that.
I think she's number 10 because she's gonzo. She lost. You feel me?
True.
They're gone. She's the only
True.
one of all of these. Well, California raisins aren't really around anymore.
True.
But
what about Uncle Ben's?
But Uncle Ben's still kicking.
he's getting dragged down with the ship there, man.
Oh,
They're a team. They're a marriage. He had to deal with it. They're not divorced.
nice. Daryl said he's got the last bottle of Aunt Jemima before they cancel it.
Yo.
Let's go.
That's a relic.
It's very it's tough because it's like, oh, like everybody likes Aunt Jemima until you learn about like the history of it, and it's like,
I vote
but it's like,
Aunt
but I still like Aunt Jemima. But
I
whatever.
vote Aunt Jemima 10.
It's 10. It's 10. It is. Aunt
alright.
Jemima.
Fair.
Aunt Jemima
Worst
Big
PR.
as, big as L in the
Yeah,
whole group. Big
yeah.
as L for
Yeah.
sure.
That sucks. That's tough. Aunt Jemima
Is a literal PR nightmare at this point in time.
Truly terrible.
For real. Okay. All right. Next worst. California raisins. Go fuck yourself. You guys aren't around no more.
Aren't
But
they?
is it for PR reasons?
Well, they did get
I guess they just
crucified.
weren't.
the
went-
characters themselves, I guess, aren't around anymore, huh? But I guess isn't the brand like the actual brand of raisins still around?
I believe so.
Yeah, well, you don't really see the raisins anymore, huh?
That's true because there's like the other raisins that with like the maid on it.
Sunmaid.
Sunmaid, yeah.
Yeah,
True. That's what I grew up
That's
with.
the one.
What
That's
did we say?
That's another sultry Latina that I would.
Okay.
Maybe for next one.
Okay. 9.
8 is Eminem.
Yeah, I'd say Eminem.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, as of
Literally
like a
going
year or
through
two
a cancer
ago,
controversy.
I don't know. Fuck.
They ruined
What's
it.
worse,
They're ge-
Kool-Aid or the whole M&M thing? Because Kool-Aid, like you're saying, drink the Kool-Aid.
Well,
I'm
they
like,
bounce
people
back
die.
though. They bounce back hard though. You
That's
know
true.
what I mean?
Okay, I think that's the biggest PR disaster for a brand in history.
in
I
a
think it's
sense,
up
but
there.
I don't
Have
think it
someone have
stopped
a
people from
public
drinking
suicide
Kool-Aid.
with it.
Yeah, a group
A mass public
opting out
suicide.
of reality.
Well, what's fucked up is the
To
PR
control,
for
delete
the,
yourself.
the PR for any of these companies could be so bad, but like it doesn't matter because the sugar is too good.
Right.
That's the thing.
Well, here's the thing. Kool-Aid Man, we know about the Kool-Aid Man, and we were all born 20 years after Jamestown. I mean, I was born 700 years before Jamestown, but you guys were all born 20 years after Jamestown. So,
Jamestown.
Jamestown. Jonestown.
Jonestown. Sorry.
Jamestown, yeah.
Jonestown.
Plymouth Rock and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's a.
Well, Jonestown. And so you guys grew up on the commercials and stuff, you know, that's, I mean, where I'm familiar with the Kool-Aid Man from too. So it's not like that really ruined them, you know, but drink the Kool-Aid. How do we actually even know is officially Kool-Aid brand Kool-Aid, by the way, too?
I'm just saying that like PR status is, if we had to quantify it, it's the cumulative blemishes, right, on
But
the record.
But again, the whole green M&M incident was a cover-up for the fact that Mars was using, in present day, child labor in South America to get the cocoa.
The company themselves
I
is
think
doing.
that's a bit of a reach, and I think that they just wanted to make her slightly less bangable.
Dude, okay. So sorry. I just looked up a little tangent on the fucking California raisins. I
pull
think
it up?
we're right to have them in number 9 because here's what
are we?
happened is that In this book, Forbidden Animation, Censored Cartoon, and Blacklisted Animators in America, this guy said, the Clay Animation Studio, who made the Raisin commercials, made caricatures of blanks were remarkably ugly, yet I never heard a complaint about their blank or their approach to blank caricatures. Woo! That's wild, dude. And then also, fun fact, they ended up in Ferris State University's Jim Crow Museum of Racist Memorabilia. The California
Wow.
And
Wow.
also, the other reason, the other reason is the voice of the California. I had no idea. The voice of the California Raisins was musician Buddy Miles on drums. The drummer from fucking he played with like Jimi Hendrix and shit back in the day.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, in like his second in like
Congratulations, Buddy Miles. You're racist.
No, he's black.
Wow.
He looks
That's Buddy Miles.
very black. Yes.
All right.
Anyways.
Well, we already knew that they were L.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big
Come
L.
on, big L. Let's get out of here. Go back to the scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
All right. All right. You really think Kool-Aid Man deserves to be an 8?
Because of all the deaths.
Yeah.
Sure.
The deaths, man.
Sure.
I think so.
All right, I think I'll take the L
okay.
here. And then 7 for Green M&M.
Yeah.
Or Land O'Lakes. I don't really think it. Here, let's do
Land
Green
O'Lakes?
M&M.
The Land O'Lakes, it seems like they tried to do the same thing with the Aunt Jemima. They're like, this is racist. And then nobody really cared with Land O'Lakes because it's just like, what? It's just a Native American chick. Like, she likes
Let's put
butter.
it-
I don't know.
Let's put it at 6 because I know Native American people and they don't really like it. They don't really mind, but they definitely don't like it, you know?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
But
6.
you're not Eli, so you're not Native American. So
I
know
said
that
I
you got
know
some-
Native American people. I didn't say I was Native American. I'm Native Zood American, so go fuck yourself.
You know what?
Okay, so Land O'Lakes.
Trying to put words in my non-existent mouth here.
Yeah, how does that work? You know
I
what?
am
We'll save it for another
telepathically
episode.
broadcasting
Okay.
to you guys and the viewers.
And
It's
you're-
being transcribed into the digital apparatus here.
Your face just moves as a side effect, I guess. huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
So our brains can understand.
Right.
It's to give you guys a visual.
Makes
I
sense.
would say, okay, on the opposite end, I would almost say, as Sarah was saying a second ago, Hamburger Helper's kind of number one. He has no real bad PR.
I think so.
Nothing.
Okay,
I
yeah, I
can't
feel
think
like-
of
we
any
can
known
work- yeah, let's
controversies
do it,
with
let's do it.
Helper.
Hamburger
Except,
Helper alone.
except for the fact that he's the severed hand of Heinrich Himmler.
It doesn't matter. Someone cut off his hands.
But I mean, he's severed from the body. But look at his face. I mean, he's not part of that anymore.
how can
you know?
anyone
He's
deny that
not-
face?
So
He's like an experiment 626 situation. You know, he's just not.
I would say Tapatio's got to be number 2, dude.
I
number
think so.
2. But what about the Operation Paperclip
I
shit?
think he's
Oh.
from the cartel.
True. All right, number 3.
I think that would make him 6 at least.
Damn. Okay.
Like he's down in the dark with the whole.
That's
All
true.
right, Chester Cheetah's number 2 then.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't Mr. Tapatio that was working with the Nazis in NASA. It was the inventor of Tapatio, who I just made up that he was working
Well,
with.
we're just saying we said Jonestown counts
okay.
against the Kool-Aid Man.
True. But that involves the actual product.
Okay,
Fair
but
enough.
what about
That is
Mr.
true.
What about Mr. Peanut? Planters literally canceling their own mascot.
True.
yeah. When are they gonna
Fair.
cancel their name?
Planners.
Planters. Like, come on. Come on.
Sarah thinks Chester's number 2.
I think
They
number 2
did.
for Chester Cheetah. Yep.
That's true. They killed off Planters Peanut in 2020.
Very recently.
Yep. R.I.P.
Fair.
All right,
All right.
so
So, then number
number-
6 has got to be Planters Peanut then.
Peanut.
But he's been around for 104 years, so it was a good run.
Well, that's a good run for sure.
Yep.
But all right, let's say number
there.
6. Fuck it.
I say number 5 is Land O'Lakes chick.
Shyla Marie in the chat says Chester's Def number 2. I agree.
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome.
I feel like
Hello.
out.
What's up,
Stay.
Shyla?
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? I feel like Stay Puffed is ranked worse than Land O'Lakes for sure.
I think
Yeah,
so too. Yeah,
true.
He, again, yeah.
Literal vandalism and destruction.
Destruction of property.
True.
We've got it on video.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So
Yeah, in terms of people
5?
that have destroyed New York City like that, I mean, it's like him and ISIS. I
And
mean,
Andrew Cuomo.
yeah.
right, and Andrew Cuomo.
All right. So I feel
That
like
fucking gabagool. Yeah.
I feel like Tapatio's gonna win this shootout. The last two, down to the last
Well,
two.
I would
here.
say people vibe with Mr. Tapatio more than Land O'Lakes, and Land O'Lakes was probably gonna guess invented by white people, and they're like, let's just make a Native American chick. Mr. Tapatio, Tapatio was made by a guy from Mexico, so
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
Who was
Number
also
three.
I'll
agree to that.
Yeah, number
I'll
three.
agree to that.
Number three.
true.
So Tapatio is number 3.
All right, Land O'Lakes number 4. Land O'Lakes, you just escaped.
There you have it.
Man.
All right.
Bobby with the recap.
Yeah, let's hit it. We got Mr. fucking Hamburger Helper at the top, of course. Never had an incident in his life.
Goody
Clean
two-shoes.
as a
There's
whistle.
allegations, but no proof.
Yeah. Chester Cheetah, despite having drug problems, has remained relatively unscathed as far as public image goes. So that's pretty
He's like
good.
the Charlie Sheen of the
I mean,
Mascot game.
we all get into the orange booger sugar
yeah,
sometimes.
he has
You know,
he has Adonis blood.
Yeah, Tapatio, of course, not necessarily as well known as Cheetos, but all around generally loved. It's a pretty go-to hot sauce and an overall amazing condiment. Use it on everything. Land O'Lakes, butter. What else do you fucking want from me?
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with butter.
Stay Puffed. He destroyed a few things, but
a lot of
let's
things,
be
but-
real. We all
Pretty
love that
iconic
guy.
scene.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
He
Yeah.
played the
mean,
fall guy for the Ghostbusters. You know, he
Exactly.
He took an L, but
So there's pros and cons to him, which puts him roughly right in the middle there.
Right in the yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Peanut, obviously, he got the cancel, and just the associations with peanuts are not great.
anyone wearing a monocle has a little bit of a bad PR type of thing.
Yeah,
in
monocle
2020.
top
Yeah,
hat
it doesn't
is not
play.
looking too good in
It
this
doesn't
century.
play well anymore.
Yeah.
people don't really vibe with that.
They're coming for you, Monopoly. Number 8 was or number 7, the green M&M
M&M.
here. Just a little too sexy for people.
A little too
No,
sultry.
I'd say they lost their step when they made her not a slut anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His
Exactly.
problem. So
She put away her high heels, and we put away our wallets.
yep. So they lost points when they made her a little less bangable. Which
We're gonna talk about the chat after this recap. Keep going, Bob.
amazing. Number 8, we got the Kool-Aid Man. Obviously, lots of lives lost, so pretty low on the list, but
Also,
still a delicious drink.
Lot of destruction of property.
Just the
Lot
fact-
of vandalism.
Right, that's true.
A lot of vandalism, a lot
vandalism.
of property damage. Also, the diabetes rates go sky high when he's around.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Sky high.
Child diabetes, not good.
yeah. The numbers there are
Yeah.
kind of unprecedented.
The
Uncalculable.
Kool-Aid's involvement in the weather underground in the 80s was not good for PR.
Insulin shots are not cheap, okay? And, I'm just
But
saying.
Kool-Aid is.
But Kool-Aid is.
So-
So
So
it's a deadly
true.
combo. It's a deadly combo. Deadly,
So
literally. People are losing feet out here because of the Kool-Aid Man, and I'm not here for
So
it.
true. Are
That's
they
true.
losing hands?
Yeah, sure.
Number 9.
Is that where the hamburger helper hand came from? A lost hand? Someone that
From the
drank too much
Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid?
From diabetes.
Anyways.
Yeah.
They vowed to win the ZUDECAST battle royale of all grocery foods after that
Yeah.
moment. That moment in time sent them
And
on.
then-
fire.
and
Number
then-
9, we got the California raisins. Obviously, very bad caricatures of
what?
of people who might share DNA with me, share a little bit of blood there. And they remind me of my grandfather. So low on the list. Number 10.
Sorry, Gramps.
No, I'm sorry too.
PR status. I feel like this is almost a little bit unfair because it's not Aunt Jemima or Uncle Ben's fault, but it's the companies that invented them. It's they're evil.
Yeah.
They're still the spokesman.
okay.
They're still the face of a brand, and they, hey, they got put out there like that. It's not their fault, but
That's
it is
true.
what happened. So I mean, hey,
That's true.
Hey,
And
the,
they didn't.
the raisins be doing some non-consensual
They were a
activities.
Product.
That's-
They were a product of their time, and the time was not good.